us laugh, they teach us think, they even want more fairy wings. It's the Ann Lynn Show. They love their coffee, they make you smile. Come on and join and sit a while. It's the Ann Lynn Show. Show them love, show you care. Like and subscribe, share if you dare. It's the Ann Lynn Show. Granny's having coffee talk. These two sisters really rock.
It's the Ann Lynn Show. Here's Ann Lynn.
Yeah. Yeah, we're back, baby.
We're back. Turn yourself up, Lynn.
Well, I'll just have to shout.
No, turn it up. I can't hear you.
Oh, no, we lost me?
I can hear you just barely.
Well, I hate to tell you this. I don't know how to do it. I have a mic. Let's see. I don't know if I can do that.
Get right in there. Hello, Cheryl.
Oh, there's Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Hey,
Try to turn it up, Lynn. You're very, very, and I don't think it's just me.
Okay. Grace and Fire, can you hear me? All right.
We need a sound check, people.
Can you tell me, can you hear me out there? Thank you. So who does that mean it is? Right there, right there. Get the cotton out of your ears there, man. Oh, Cheryl and GLenda from Grace and Fire. It's so
She'll
good
be
to
on
have you here.
shortly.
Is it getting better?
Talking, Lynn.
All right. Well, I hope it's getting better because
it is.
Because I actually cannot set my sound on this mic. Does that make sense?
No.
Well, it does. It does.
No, it doesn't.
It does
But
to me.
okay. Well, anyhow. Welcome. Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome to the Ann Lynn Show. If you've never been here before, I am Ann, and this, you can see how rusty we are.
I'm
That's
Lynn.
my sister, Lynn. We are real life sisters.
Yeah.
And
you know
we've
what?
been on hiatus for a while because we'll get into all the whys of everything. But first, we better welcome everybody with coffee. I've got, or your drink, right, Lynn?
Right. Oh, I don't
clink
have
in.
my Ann Lynn coffee.
That's what I asked you before we got started.
Well, I said I have my cup, but
You do.
which one did I?
And that's a pretty pink cup. I like that. Ready to clink in? I got to get up there.
Go this way, girl. Go this way.
This way.
You're
I
going.
can't. I cannot hold it. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Clink. Clink. Yeah, I only have really one working wing.
Well, show them what you've had done. Looky there, everyone.
Well, and the lighting is still not great in here, but this is bright pink. It's bright pink. See my pretty little, isn't that fancy bracelet I'm wearing? Well, let's see. I gotta get I think it's been 3 weeks ago. I had some surgery on my thumb, and I call it old lady stuff. But you know, when you get older, sometimes you get arthritis in your hand, and these were working hands. I used to do a lot of data entry.
Yes.
And so anyhow, I had a bone down here. It's called your basal joint bone. You know, it's a joint. And it had wore out. And so I'd had a lot of injections of cortisone in my hands. And I went to get one more. And my regular gal at orthopedics was out, and they asked me if I'd like to see this other NP. And they said, she does these all the time. No big deal. And I was like, oh, okay. So I went and saw her, and she said, you know what? We have a new hand specialist here. He just started. He's really good. And she said, I can give you an injection today, but if I do that,
Right.
and you agree to see this new doctor, then you would have to wait at least 3 months before you could have the surgery because you can't have that cortisone in your
Wow.
body. Yeah.
Okay.
So she said he'll be here tomorrow. And she said, "Do you want to come back tomorrow?" And I was like, "Sure, I can wait one more day. If he says he can't do it or help me, then I'll do another injection. No big deal,
Right.
just a
No big
day."
deal.
No big deal. So I went back the next day, met with this orthopedic surgeon, was very impressed with him. And we went over my entire history, right? And he told me what I could do it's called basal joint arthroscopy with tendon something. They move a tendon. They take,
Oh.
yeah, they take the one from your thumb and attach it to this finger down in here. So anyhow, I had it done. And so I had on like a soft cast with a splint, right, for like a week, 10 days. Went back and got my stitches out, and they put one of these babies on me, and it comes off on the 11th, which cannot get here any sooner.
That's coming up. It's coming up.
It's coming off. I'm really,
That's next
like,
week. Next
huh?
week. Next week.
I cannot wait.
Mm.
So anyhow, I'm learning to do everything left-handed, and it has been an adventure.
Yes.
and a lot of learning. So I am left hand mousing today. So I'm kind of getting the hang of it. And then prior to that, while we've been on hiatus, I had some other surgery done. This was my year, 2022, last year now, was my
Yes.
year to get fixed up. And Lynn also.
I started saying, can you all
Yes.
see?
Yes. No more hooded eyes.
No, in fact, I had an eye lift, but it was
Yeah.
done for medically necessary.
Well, yeah, because when your eyelids are hanging over your eyeballs,
Yeah, and I
it,
noticed, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it
So
it blocks your vision,
this one
peripheral.
was the most swollen, and it's still, you can see it's still swollen. There's still a lump in there, like
Yeah, it's a little bit, but and it will go down.
This one is starting to really dissipate a lot faster. So, also,
But it's wonderful.
thank you. Also, you had your surgery, and last
Mhm.
week, my husband had surgery.
Cameraman.
Cameraman, and this is my routine right now. Yay!
Yeah.
So, right now I've given him some orders. He has about, let me see what time.
Well, he had hip replacement,
He
right?
had a they call it total hip
Total
replacement.
hip replacement in his right side.
Yes, he did.
And he'll have the other one done.
Well, next
Two.
we go, yes, but next we go spine.
Yeah, next to spine. And so
Varicose vein.
varicose vein.
Then left hip. So 2023 may be his year for surgeries, right?
Yeah, it's going to be his. We're getting fixed up so we can stay and be healthy for the rest of our lives, right?
That's right.
So you have a whole PT and ice schedule. I'm looking at it because you sent it to me.
I sent it to you. And we have a son right now that is staying with us. He's staying with us for a while, and right now he's out of town, and he's somewhere warm, sitting on a beach right now. At this very moment, he is on a beach.
Good for him. Good for him. Yeah.
And but he keeps sending me, all right, Mom, are you icing right now?
Yeah. Are you taking care of Dad? Of course you are. Of course you are.
Are you doing physical therapy at this moment? Yeah.
Yeah. So in between, you get to do a little housework and take care of yourself. So you are and our mom, right? Because I'm back in the upstate New York in my attic.
Let's tell everyone, where were you at Christmas time.
I was home.
You sure were.
And we had a wonderful visit, and it
Yes.
was just wonderful. And
It
we hadn't
was.
been home for Christmas that way. Couple
Okay,
years.
well, now why is cameraman going boo? Oh, Major. I better ask cameraman,
Oh.
what are you saying boo for? Are you just saying hello? Now, everyone, cameraman,
Listen.
I think it's better if you just lay low right now.
Yeah, just lay low. I'm trying to find it. I didn't bring
Cameraman
any. I didn't bring any.
is on some pain medicine.
Yeah, just enjoy the ride.
Yeah,
Take your pain medicine and just
Yes,
enjoy the ride.
go and listen to your sister
In-law.
your wife. Yes, Drill Sergeant. That's right. Drill Sergeant Lynn says just sit back, chill, and remember in 25 minutes what you have to do. Okay.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Got the schedule. Listen,
Now,
Lynn, grab your ink pen.
I'm getting my ink pen.
I had to get mine. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is for the Major.
Hello, Major.
Major. Yay. Glad to see you're here. And we're going to bring in Glenda from Grace and Fire in just a few minutes too.
Yes.
But we got to catch up with everybody and let you know, I'm not quite sure what our new schedule is going to be because it really revolves around Lynn's life right now at home with cameraman.
Which is Major.
Yeah.
This is my temporary life. Oh, and I want to tell everyone, not only do I have that going on, my electric dryer heating element went out.
Did it come in? Did you get your part yet?
It's coming tomorrow, but since my son is laying on the beach right now,
he'll be there to help you on Friday, right?
Yeah, I think Friday the new element should be here, and
he'll be able to help you get that up and going. And so that's so everything for me is harder right now. Cooking, cleaning.
Oh yes, show Major. He just came in. Look there, Major. Look there.
Yeah, got me a little pink cast.
Prepper.
Alaska Prepper.
Hello.
So we are honored.
Thank you. Yes.
We're honored. Alaska Prepper. Get you some granny kisses. We've been away for a while, healing and recuperating and having operations and all kinds of stuff. And, as you, so as you get older, these things you got to take care of. And my thing has been really, it's an old Barney Fife. Nip it in the bud, man. You got to nip it in the bud because when things crop up, you got to take care of them because first of all, we don't know, right? Alaska Prepper, what the future holds.
Yes. Although we're preparing, and that's part of preparing is right now we're going through and we're saying, hey, what needs to be done? I had lost my peripheral vision due to hooded eyes, so that's been fixed. And now, unfortunately, first of all, I want to say Happy New Year to everyone out there.
Yes, Happy New Year.
New Year to each and every one of you. That 2023 it will have challenges. It will have gains and losses. We know that.
Sure.
But we're going to be prepared and be smart.
Right.
Isn't that right?
Yes, we're going to do what Alaska Prepper says.
That's right. That's right.
We're going to keep building our pantries and our other supplies and getting our power supplies and in meantime taking care of our bodies because if we're not as healthy as we can be, well, that's not going to help. That's just going to
No.
add to your problems, right? And
Absolutely.
so this last year for me has all about been, and Lynn and I have been on this health journey, a new lifestyle, right?
Yes.
I'm in, excuse me.
Becky, hello.
Hello, Becky. I'm in the last stages of finishing this up. I thought I'd be done by the end of the year, but I'm not. I'm still teetering on 9-10 pounds. Then it'll be like I got to lose 9 more pounds according to the scale. So then I go up and it's 10 pounds. Then it's down again. If I can get that last 10 down, I will be satisfied. Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, y'all know the holidays sometimes are a little bit rough. So unfortunately, I have gained some over the holiday. There is usually a gain sometimes over the holidays. So
that was what I had to really battle, and I ate a little more than I have been normally, but when I got home, I was actually down. So, who knows, Lynn?
Huh? Well, and now I'm more active with my husband down. I'm actually, moving more.
Right.
And I am trying to get back now. I've been writing down what I ate today.
Yay. Yay. That was the key for you, wasn't it?
For me, it was writing down what I ate and the calorie count with it, and then totaling every day what I had taken in. And of course I had lost right at 60 pounds. So I've gained some back, but I need another 60 pounds. So, I'm about halfway there, little under now, but hey, it's going to be doable.
It's doable. You will be able to do that. So I was down about 45. That tells you how much I needed to lose. I'm only 5'1". And I understand there's something called shrinkage involved as you get older. We shrink. One of my best pals, she was 4'11", and so I think she's down to about 4'10", and so yeah, so that makes me, I have to even lose even more.
Thank you.
But I like, slow and steady wins the race. And if it takes us 2 years, if it takes me another year to lose 10 pounds, I'm going to do it. And that'll put me probably the smallest I think maybe I've ever been in my life, except for maybe when I was first married, years and decades ago. But anyhow, so that's what kind of in a nutshell what we've been doing, trying to get ourselves together, healthy. And I would encourage everybody, when you have a little issue, I mean, we don't run to the doctor for everything, of course. You have to be smart about things.
You have wisdom.
Wisdom. You have to be wise. But when you have something that needs to be taken care of, please don't put it off. Please get it taken care of and live the best life that you can. That's what it for us is. We're trying to live our best lives. And for us, that involves our faith too. Because we do believe, we have faith. And so anyhow, we wish you all
our mother is 92. She will have a birthday in November.
Well, yeah, she's 92. She's 90. And oh my goodness.
Strong. She is strong,
and healthy.
Yes.
And I believe she'll live to be 100. And
it's right.
Pardon me. So
and I'll just go ahead while you get to sing. And we want to grow in grace as we grow older. We want to grow gracefully as we go. There's sort of like what do you call it? They say as you get older, there's something that happens. I don't know if it's hormones or what, but there's a honesty honesty hormone.
Oh, well, yeah. You kind of
And
say like, yeah.
you know what? I think not. I think you just become a grump. And I'm trying not
Well,
to
if you
be a
want,
grump.
yeah, well,
You know,
I'm gonna, yeah, trying to age gracefully is hard. And what was hard for me, is I got told recently in the doctor's office, now that you're over 65, because I'm 66, and I went, barely.
well,
It's like, but now that you're over 65, you need to be, checking on this and that,
I want to say, I'm going to brag on Ann. Ann was so blessed out of her socks. She went to see her doctor recently, and another doctor, I shall say that. And he looked at her and he said, he was talking about her, and he said, she is within her weight.
Oh,
yeah.
He just said I wasn't overweight. And
Well,
yeah, that was
we
a
will take that. We will
neurologist. Yeah, I read that report and he goes, patient is not overweight, blah, 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 blah. And I went, Lynn,
hey, we're having an earthquake here.
I don't think I've been told that in so long. I
Well,
was like, whoop, whoop.
Someone has been so gracious and so kind to be waiting in the wings, as we
yes,
say.
she has.
First of
I got to meet my great granddaughter.
You did.
And we got that 5-generation picture, all of us in person with Mom. And I still
at my house.
Yeah. And so, so right now we're going to welcome my daughter, my baby daughter.
Yes.
The grandmother of my great grandchild.
My great niece's
mother. Yeah. GLenda from the Grace and Fire YouTube channel. There she is.
Hey. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that it's more than just GLenda of Grace and Fire. We have Gracie.
Oh, you got the chicken.
We have Gracie.
Hi,
Gracie.
Turn her that way.
Hi.
Yeah, GLenda is a chicken mama.
I am. I'm gonna.
We call her the
slow with her. So
crazy chicken mama.
Yes. So Gracie is in the chicken hospital.
Yes,
she is. Gracie's been sick, and you have been doctoring her. You even took her to a vet, right?
Yeah.
We'll say that,
okay,
right?
who admits to taking their chicken to the vet?
No, it's not that.
But it wasn't.
What?
It was not a good experience.
Right.
So this guy, you learn things in life, and one of them is when you make the appointment and they say that they are chicken vets, find out how many years that they've been in the field in the poultry industry. Make sure that they have that livestock training. What I found out was that it was just put on the website, and medication was prescribed that should never have been prescribed. And he was extremely aggressive with the chicken.
Well, so you had a bad experience.
Very well. Mark that vet off the list.
Well, what I found out later was I'm not the only one that I just found this out today, actually, that I'm not the only one with the same vet
that had issues.
But not your chicken was something else. So Gracie has what's called sauerkraut, and it can be due to a lot of things. I suspect it was worms. With a thread worm. And the reason I say that is because I have dewormed her, and in her deworming, we found the thread worms. So you can actually see it. You could do a fecal float test, but really there aren't anybody that can do it. You know what I mean?
Well, she's on the she's mending now, isn't she?
She's mending now. Yes. She's extremely weak, but she's eating like there's no tomorrow, because basically she stopped eating altogether. She is a laying hen, and so that's not really good for a laying hen, not, you know, to lose all those nutrients.
You'll get her strong before laying season.
Yeah, I think she is actually, like, she's just gonna be with me just for a second. I just want to bring her on for just a second, but I think she wants to go back.
Yeah, she's like, put me down.
Well, actually, she is laying. I have a towel across my lap, and she
Aw.
is. I actually am just loving on her. That's it. You know, I'm that
But
crazy.
you have 9 laying hens, and
I
you
have
get
9
awesome, beautiful
eggs.
yellow yolked eggs, the most golden yellow, right, Lynn?
Delicious.
Except for right now, they are all freeloaders. With you
I
coming
know.
to town, I bought eggs.
I didn't get to bring any of my eggs home. I didn't get to bring any eggs.
May I ask you a question? Glenda?
Yes.
What did you pay for your eggs?
Oh.
It was at the store? At the store. It was about $6. Yeah. And I croaked. I looked at it and I'm like, well, at least I got a good container. But to share the eggs with.
Now, was that a dozen or 18 pack?
A dozen.
And that was the brown eggs, though, right? Or
so I'm
cage free.
Yeah, okay. So they say it's cage free. Really, they're still in a chicken house. You unless you go and you buy them from a local farmer. Right. I mean, it is what it is. But you know, at least my thought was I'm supporting something that at least they're not sitting in the pen, like in these little itty bitty cages and laying eggs. I would rather them be at least walking around and getting some exercise.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where my money goes to, after having chickens and really just seeing the importance of fresh air, you know, sunlight, bugs, that kind of thing. You know, I try to do my best with supporting that. And I know that that's not with everything. I need to be better, you know, with other like meats and things, but and being a chicken owner, if I'm going to buy eggs, that's how I'm going to do it. And then my neighbor told me that she's getting eggs and I should have gone up to her house to get them. She told me last night. No, I didn't know your girls were laying. I thought they were all on hiatus.
She has like how many? 50?
Yeah, there's about 50. Well, now 52. Because there's two new chickens involved.
So she's got at least got a chance of getting some eggs.
Yeah. So she does, but that's okay. So next time I buy eggs, I'm at least going to go up to her house and buy them from
Wonderful.
her.
Well, wonderful.
Well, I'm going to turn the camera off. I'll be right back. Okay.
I'll just take you out. You can just.
There we go.
I'll just take you back out. But anyhow, so I got to.
I have to say, I went to the local, large box store to get eggs because I was out of the eggs from Glenda. And now I do have some freeze-dried eggs that she gave me. So I think I am going to start using those for a lot of things. But I did go to the local box, and a dozen at the local box, just white eggs, just under $5. And I went like, I'm sorry, when you're on a fixed income, that was a little bit hard for a dozen. So I did have to go to one of those discount stores.
Well, I think they're cheaper.
And it was under $2. So I did do that. And I'm sorry, I know they are not raised the most humanely. But I did it. I have to confess.
Oh, well, we bought eggs. I bought eggs at Walmart. They were like $4.53 a dozen.
That's what I'm saying. They were just under $5.
And you know, Aldi's. I don't know how much Aldi's are.
Well,
that might be another place. We have Aldi's in town, so I might check them out.
I went to what's called Ruler, and they were under $2. So I am going to say probably Aldi's is probably under $2 for a dozen of eggs. I'm
gonna have to go to Aldi's and find out.
Yeah, Aldi's is cheaper with their eggs.
Yeah, I have to go there.
For sure.
I usually don't, just because I forget about it. But
oh gosh, I'm sorry, but if we had one locally, milk is a lot less expensive.
Yeah, I know milk is. That's for sure.
Butter. There's several things I can pick up at
cheese.
Yes, cheese. When I now there's a lot of things I don't buy also
Oh,
there.
they have a lot of good cakes and breads.
Those I don't buy.
I know. I know.
Although I have to say at our Christmas
Duck eggs. I have never had a duck egg. Becky
So,
wanted to know.
oh wow. Glenda, have you had a duck egg?
no, but I hear that they're supposed to be really good. I just don't know anybody that are duck farmers, but I hear that the eggs taste better and they're much more rich. And you only need one egg in comparison to like 2 chicken eggs.
Yeah,
so I
because
hear
they're
really
bigger.
good things. Yeah, I hear awesome things about duck eggs. Like, but I just don't personally know anybody that are that own ducks, to be honest with you, to purchase them to give it a shot. But
Well,
I hear great things.
This, Glenda, would you be able to take 2 ducks into your flock?
No.
Okay.
No, well, you can put chickens with ducks, but there's a lot to it. You have to provide like a place for them to get in the water. They do carry different illnesses and things, and so I'd be cross. I would want to really do some research, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people do it, but you know, my system isn't as big. I'm more urban homesteader. So my chickens don't live on my property. So so it's just not a good idea for me. But I have friends who have thought about getting ducks. And so I'm just waiting to see what their final decision is.
Well, go ahead.
I just want to say, while Glenda and I are talking about foods and things too, I have a nephew, which is Glenda's cousin, and now they raise some of the meats that we're eating right now. We purchased the hamburger.
Yeah.
Do you find? I think it's just delicious, the hamburger.
Yeah, I actually really do. And then the sausage is really good. They had sausage links. I need to get back with them because I need the regular, like in the casing, like the sausage rolls, like the bigger to make patties and things with them.
Could you freeze dry that?
You could cook it and freeze dry it. Absolutely. My freeze dryer is going right now.
What have you got in it? What do you got in it?
So hubby said that we were out of his service dog's treats. So we have liver going right now. And let me tell
you're making liver treats.
I'm making liver treats. It literally took me a month to find it. Like our local grocery store hasn't carried it in over a month. Yeah, in the freezer. And so I just kept looking. And then the butcher said, "Oh yeah, we just got it in stock." And so I bought every single one of them. And as soon as I can get through getting all his treats, I'm going to go ahead and just keep going because the service dog that we've got is highly allergic to all kinds of foods. And we can't go without treats. So I'm going to get ahead. Yeah, I'm prepping right now for the dog, and the garden isn't in season right now, so that's perfect time.
And that's another thing that's important to do is to remember your animals when you're putting things in your pantry, right?
Yes.
Well, his dog food has been on back order a couple of times, and I had a conversation with his veterinarian, and I explained to her that I had a freeze dryer, that I had been making his treats. It would be no big deal for me to go ahead and make his dog food and freeze dry it and tuck it away. And I asked her, because she knows the health of the dog. We do have some health issues. So she knows the health, not major, but just we want to keep it that way, keep it minute. Right. And so I asked her, I said, "What do you think?" And she recommended a book for me to purchase. And she gave the go ahead. So that is going to be on my radar as soon as I get that book. We're going to be making the dog's food and freeze drying it for those emergencies when he can't get his dog food in that he has to be on.
Well, can you give the name of the book in case anybody else wanted to look into it?
I'm going to have to. Hi, Mickey Mouse Operation. Welcome.
Mickey Mouse. Hello.
So I have it in my Amazon store. So let's see.
It's been a while, Mickey Mouse. So nice to have you here today.
Ann and I are thinking, I mean, we don't have a day yet that we're going to be able to come back and say, hey, we're going to be here on Wednesdays or Fridays, but we are going to be back.
We just got Lynn is taking care of her hubby.
Here's my list. Yay.
He had hip replacement, so she is on PT duty.
Yeah.
Well, I can't find it right now.
Well,
of course, as I get the question, it's in my Amazon.
Well, if you find it there, somebody else might be interested in because if they have a freeze dryer or dehydrator or whatever freezer, and you want to put back for your pets for their pantry, pet pantry. Got to have a pet pantry.
You do. If you're going to prep, you have to consider your personal your pet animals, and then also if you have livestock, you need to consider that too. And honestly, that alone, those prices have gone up. Livestock feed.
Flex Tropical.
Oh, it's Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. Yeah, so remember your pets. Remember your
and your livestock as well.
And your livestock.
You want to be prepared on that as well.
Mm-hmm. Right. So did everybody have a good Christmas?
I did.
Hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you got to spend time with your family. I did.
You did. You got to come home, and I slowed down and you were actually stayed with me.
I did. I got to stay at my baby's house, and I got to meet her granddaughter.
That's right. She did get to meet my
granddaughter,
who is actually here right now. So if
I know,
I don't know if you can hear it in the background.
I heard a little noise. I think it was her grandpa going.
Yeah, Gampy is that's his name is Gampy, and Gampy is who she lights up like the 4th of July with.
That's her favorite right now, isn't it?
Between the two of us now, with her maternal side, it is actually her grandmother on that side. That is her favorite.
She has wonderful. This little baby is blessed, isn't she? She's got good, wonderful grandparents on both sides. Both families. They just are. Everybody is.
They're good people.
They are. Yeah. I haven't met them, but everything that I've heard about them, I know that they are just wonderful. This is their first grandchild too, so I know what that's like because you were kind of like that. You were the first grandchild.
And great.
Oh, yeah.
And my little is the first child.
So there's something special about that first grandbaby on both sides of the family.
It goes 5 generations that little Miss holds the title for.
Yep, she holds. We got the picture. We got the proof.
Yeah.
And who knows if your grandmother, if your grandma holds on, GLenda, and I think she will.
We might have another. Yeah, she.
I think we can go another generation.
6 generations. Wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be. Well,
awesome. Yeah, it'd probably be I don't know if it's a first, but it would be pretty awesome.
It would be pretty awesome. Yeah.
But
Sherry, we're so glad that you're
home. Sherry, you're so good.
You're amazing. Ours.
We have an Alaska prepper popped in. I don't know if you're still here, Alaska.
Hey, Becky's here. Mickey Mouse.
And
this is a great way to kick off your lives. I mean, all these wonderful people to join you.
Yes, it's wonderful.
Thank you.
There are 10 people in the chat, so please make sure you smash that like button.
Yeah, hit the like button. And I cannot. I'm kind of watching the comments, but I'm not be able to get on that keyboard quite.
I got you.
Show them why, Ann.
Then when this comes off, I have to go to physical therapy 3 times a week.
Oh,
what they said, just for I think it was like a couple weeks.
Wow.
But I came home, and about 3 days later, from Christmas vacation with you all, and got a terrible cold.
Not for me, though.
I think I know who the source was.
Who?
I ain't gonna say. Not at your house. But
I'll say not at mine because nobody
No.
was here.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, we were all healthy.
and we were too. And anyhow, but yeah, I had to
So I
even
scooched you off so I wouldn't just in time. Is that what it
yeah.
is? Bye.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
just teasing.
the timing is, I think, it was like 3 days later, boom, sick as a dog. Of course, I did one of those home tests
Yeah.
Yes.
that we all got in the mail if you wanted one or not. And it was negative, of course. I knew it wasn't that. I think it was just sinus infection. And then
So that's going around really bad, and so is the flu in our area. Hey,
Oh.
Hendrickson Family Farm.
Hello, Hendrickson family, Hendrickson.
Oh, so glad to have
Give you some granny kisses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did one of those teledoc visits,
Yeah.
you know, and I got some prescriptions, so it helped. But right now I'm getting a tickle. Sorry. So
how's your massage therapy for your forehead?
oh yeah, supposed to watch.
They said
gave
to
me the
do
name.
that, and yeah.
Well, I think it would help.
What are you doing? Hey, let me in.
Massage therapy for your forehead. That's all that's what's in my brain. A massage therapist.
Not for just your forehead, all your sinus cavities.
No,
This doctor recommended a video when I went to like my chart and looked at all the after notes. She said it would be in there. Excuse me. And there was a video to go reference, and I pulled it up, and it was this doctor, a physician, and he was showing you how to do massage your sinus cavities. You know, you do this and you do this and all this. And you know what? I think
I'm sure it worked great, but I'm trying not to.
I think if I think it helped actually, because it does something to help relieve the pressure where your nose can, but then I cannot do those neti pots. Can anybody do those neti pots?
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Are we going back to this?
No,
other than the neti pot.
Sorry.
I can do the neti pot. No
can
problem.
You?
Our pastor.
Yeah, no problem.
Our pastor brought
Cheryl.
Neti pot to my husband about 10 days ago.
Oh, really? A new one? I hope it was new.
He went to the pharmacy and he brought cameraman. Yes.
Oh, he bought him a new neti pot.
He brought him a brand new one, neti pot. Mm-hmm.
Well, I did buy, it's not a neti pot, but it's a bottle, a squeeze bottle that you put the saline solution in, and it's a bottle and you can squeeze it and it gets and then it drains. Now I did that successfully.
That's the same.
It is the same as a neti pot, but I couldn't do the neti. I could never get maneuvered, but this squeeze bottle, and I thought, well, I'll try it. And, of course, I think it helps a little bit too, actually.
I do.
Not my favorite thing to do. That's
but it works. It drains a lot of that,
stuff
out, that crud.
Yeah. And then she gave me some Flonase, which I have had in the past. And so doing everything. And actually I feel better.
I'm sorry, I had a thought.
What?
So after the post 9/11 era, all that stuff had happened, right?
Yeah.
So I had to fly.
Right.
And I had a prescription at that time. Flonase was a prescription. And I went through airport security and I asked the gentleman there, I said, I have a prescription, it's liquid. And I said, I'm not sure, does that go in the Ziploc bag? Does it not? I just remember I was just not sure how that worked. And so he goes, you just leave it out. And I went, okay, great. So I leave it out. I turn around and he goes, Flonase! She declares Flonase! I mean, just as loud as could be in the airport.
Did he do that just to embarrass you?
Probably. This idiot should know what, to do with your medications, but I hadn't flown, in the post 9/11. I mean, we were on the first plane out after 9/11, but it had been a while, and so it's like, what do you do? So every time I hear Flonase, and I'm actually on Flonase, but every time I think Flowness, she declares flowness.
Becky, read what Becky said.
Yeah, that's a key.
Her sister said you must open your mouth, and otherwise it goes down here.
Well, I didn't. It did not go down my throat. It went right out my nose. I probably did have my mouth open because I probably did. I do everything with my mouth open.
Well, you know, that explains some things.
Well, I mean, when I'm putting on my mascara, you know, it's like, I'm like,
thought.
Putting makeup on, you know.
Funny.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying.
So now I'm gonna go to the gym. I have weight training this afternoon, which is what I'm all dressed up for. And so I'm gonna go
up for.
I thought you dressed up for the show, Glenda.
I did, yeah.
I didn't. I'm in my gym clothes. Like I'm like, I've got a weight training session with this awesome trainer. So.
Well, and speaking of that, I have little dumbbells that I have one set that's 2 pound. I have one set that's 5 pounds. And I found a video on YouTube of this young lady, and she shows you how to do like a 15-minute workout using your dumbbells.
Absolutely.
And so I thought that would be a good thing because OMG.
Yeah.
I got the wiggles.
Well, it'll also help tone up your muscles and things. So I'm not into like the bodybuilding where I'm gonna, you know.
Yeah, no, it's just for toning and strength.
Mm-hmm.
Strength, you know.
And actually, I'm out of. So I had some shoulder problems that I dealt with last year. The entire year, I was in and out of physical therapy. For those who didn't know, and also seeing a sports medicine provider. And so I saw my sports medicine doctor, and he said the weight training is helping you. And he said, you know, you have a choice if you want to take a pause and see how things go, let's do that. You know, he was totally cool with that. No medication. I mean, well, a topical cream, but I don't know if I would totally count that. But, you know, he just said weight training is what's actually going to help build your strength. I have a tear, and unfortunately it will never heal, but I can work on those muscles, which is, you know, something that I'm going to expand on. Go ahead.
Good.
No, actually, I have an itch behind my back.
Oh, you go ahead and scratch it.
Scratch away. Scratch away.
Everyone.
Scratch that itch.
Close your eyes, everyone.
That's okay.
Whoa.
But yeah.
Well, to top it all off, I got this big canker sore right here. And it's a little better today, but my lip has been swollen real big down here. And I couldn't hardly talk because it hurts so dang bad.
Wow.
But so I mean, it's like, come on.
If that makes it funny. Okay, wait, are you ready? So I finally am getting Botox. I admit to this one for migraines, and I can't, like, I have no lines right here. But let me tell you, the migraines are gone too. I don't mind the side effects.
Is it working?
It's working.
Good.
Yeah. It took care of one type of migraine. I'm actually, this has been about a 20-year journey, eliminating foods, trying different medications, health style, blah, 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 you name it. I've done it. Even acupuncture. I love acupuncture, but it only lasts for so long. But yeah, I find that this one particular headache that I was struggling with, have a great day.
Bye.
Now I get Botox, and now I can't give an angry face. Like I have no.
I may have to start having some migraines.
Be a migraine sufferer.
Yeah, I may have to become one.
There you go. Yeah, like I hurt. Can I get it right here? Get it?
Yeah, my daughter gets these injections. I forget what they're called.
33 of them from the top of my head all the way down into.
No, I'm just kidding.
That's how I get mine. No, all the way down.
I'm so sorry that you have those. That I never had.
But we found something that works.
Good.
It's amazing.
So
well,
I know it's controversial, but I don't care. When you
you got to,
as long as you can.
Whatever works for you, right? I mean, that's the thing.
And I want to say something. I just want to tell you.
Just say it.
I will. I was around your youngest daughter.
My youngest, okay.
Oh,
at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And she was sitting next to me.
Yes.
And she started looking at me.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. She went, you don't have any wrinkles.
Well, you don't.
I thought that was like, whoa. Thank you. Thank you.
You don't.
She went like she was looking at my forehead, you know.
Yeah. She's like, Aunt Lynn, you don't have any.
Lynn. Wow. But anyway, I thought that blessed me out of
Wow.
my socks. That blessed me though, that your daughter, one of your daughters, you know.
Well, you
So guess
don't,
what,
man.
Glenda,
You-
right now
look
I
like
don't
you-
need Botox, but maybe someday in my future, right?
Maybe. Well, we got a couple of lines here. So, one of my other sisters was saying, maybe you need to, so you can see it right here. Look, right here. There's a line. It's broken now.
we all have
So I need to
tell them.
I need to tell my
shoot it down.
doctor, I kind of hurt here too.
Just come down a little lower. Yeah.
Just get it right here.
And
Don't
then get
just
the
go in-
ones like over here.
Actually, she did.
Oh,
Because it's because
Did it
the
hurt?
the pin.
Did it hurt?
You know what she told me? She said if you anticipate it, it's gonna hurt. Just don't
Really?
think about it.
no.
And I had no problems.
Really?
Good.
But she did say that I would have a rebound. And I did. I had a rebound. It was my first go round. She said, you'll have a rebound headache. Go ahead and take all your meds. And I went, okay. So so I did, and yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the second one.
Oh,
Cool.
Get something to work.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
say recently, I had to have a colonoscopy, which I recommend for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
get-
Got to do it.
I'd say do it. But when
Yeah.
they did my IV, now that they hurt, okay?
They hurt. Yeah.
But let me tell you, Glenda knows where my hubby had his total hip replacement last week. She knows the hospital.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, what a fantastic hospital. When they went, I said the worst part of the whole thing is going to be the IV. Seriously. She said, no, he's not going to feel it. And I went like, say what? I just had one. You feel it? She went, oh no. I said, she goes, we numb it. And I went, oh, well, he'll feel that needle. She went, no, we don't use a needle.
Mm-mm.
No.
No, they don't.
She had this like thing, like, under pressure.
Mhm.
And she just went like that. And he didn't feel that. And she put that IV in there. He did not feel anything.
Good for him. That's great.
You went to a state-of-the-art hospital. It's
Every
in
hospital
our area.
do that.
Yeah, and that they are a new one, and they are the one that I
Wow.
personally choose myself.
Well, I gotta
Yeah.
say, when I had mine here, I had I had one put in my hand when I had this done
Mhm.
in our local hospital here, which is fabulous.
You have it, and I know about that hospital too.
But
That's a good one.
yeah, it's
And that's a new one too.
yeah, I mean it's a new hospital, but yeah, I hardly felt it. The nurse did a
Mhm.
really good job. I mean,
Yeah.
my experience all around has been great. And it's really cute because this doctor that I'm seeing, gosh, he doesn't look very old to me. It's funny as you get older, you look at people,
Yes.
you can't gauge their ages. I would
No.
say he was in his mid 30s ish,
Mhm.
and he told me when we discussed this, he goes, yeah, I absolutely can help you. I can do that. And he's like, but I want you to know you're probably going to hate me for about 3 months. And I was like, what? He goes, you're probably going to hate me. He goes, it's a very painful recovery and surgery. It's very, very painful. But he said, if you can get past on the other side, you're not going to have any more pain. Because, man, I'm telling you what, my hand, it was awful. And it was just because it was bone on bone, for one thing. The cartilage was all gone down here. Like you have a joint down in here, and that was all gone. And then I had started to grow, a big knot right here. Like you have right there. If you just take your finger and you have a little round area there anyhow. Mine was growing. And I said, so he said, I can give you an injection, if you don't want to do this. And I said, well, let me ask you this. Is it going to get any better? No. I said, it's not. And I said, it's going to keep growing and the arthritis is going to keep growing, right? And then they're not right. And he's like, yeah. And I said, why would I wait? I said, it needs to be done. I said, I can't wait. I don't want to wait 6 months. I don't want to wait a year and see what happens. I've had, I don't know how many injections, a ton of them. And why wait? And so that's kind of my thinking is like, why wait? Why are we putting these things off?
Are you having that kind of pain to where you hate your doctor?
Well, no, but the first 3 days were rough. I'll be honest. I had it on Friday, and I, and you come home. So I came home Friday afternoon, Saturday. Of course, they give you a whole protocol of, take
Meds.
this and then you take that.
Right.
Yeah, and you swap off, and then they give you the narcotic, just like a few pills of that. So between Tylenol and Motrin and then the narcotic, and you're going back and forth. And I try not to take those hard ones, And so then Sunday, I was like, okay, I can we're going to church.
Yeah.
So got ready. Oh my gosh, was I so uncomfortable there. As soon as I got home, it was like strip everything off and get in bed and, take all my meds. But Saturday night, he called me and he's like, Claudia, how are you doing? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, Ann, I said, I'm not doing very well. I said, I don't feel very good. And he said, well, just take those. I gave them to you. You're not getting any more, so you better take them. And I said, oh, I know that doctor. And so anyhow, I got back on did everything, and it was rough. It was rough. And I was telling you earlier, yesterday afternoon, just sitting watching TV. It was just like for about 5 minutes, it was like,
Yes.
I don't know where that came from, but anyhow, yeah, but heck no, I ain't gonna hate nobody, but I'd do it again. If this one I have trouble with, we're doing it.
Yes. That's with my husband. He is going to when he recovers from this, he will see a spine doctor. And then
why?
Because he has lower sciatic and back. And then his left hip is ready. And then in between this, I discovered that he has a varicose vein.
Yeah, that looks pretty big.
Yeah, so but what I was going to say now, on my calendar, we have January, we have February. We have March, and we get to April. He will be better at the first week of April because hubby and I are going to be on a vacation with GLenda and her hubby. And I think that there's going to be some fishing involved, and who knows? Going to be some, okay, and close your ears. Going to be some good eating, but how about, all right, just a minute. I got it. Are you ready for this? We could grill our own food. We could grill our own steak, and we could have salad.
Yes.
That would be good.
And green beans.
And green. Well, and when you're on vacation and you're cooking, that'd be kind of hard to do your own green beans. Kinda. Maybe not. Maybe we could do it. Maybe we can do it.
Well, I like them how GLenda makes them. In the oven, GLenda.
Well, yeah, I do mine in the oven.
Well, how you do them?
So I just take the green beans fresh, or you can do it with frozen too. And then I just drizzle a little olive oil on top, or avocado oil, whatever I've got. And if I have an artisan one, because there is a local olive oil store that I like to support. So even like one of those. But anyhow, favorite olive oil. And then salt and pepper. Bake them in the oven. They're like French fries.
Oh,
They're
very,
good.
very good.
I'm
They're
answering
very
the
good.
text. Oh yeah. Well, we could do that now. Glenda, we could do grilled steak because they have where we're going. They have outdoor, grills. And we could do green beans and a nice tossed salad one night.
I think that'd be awesome. That would be.
I got a text from my son who should be at the beach right now. How are you, Mama? So I said, I'm great. I'm on the Ann Lynn show and I got to tell him, and going to do PT with your dad.
So anyhow.
Yeah, 2:00. You got to do it.
I know. I'm going to go. Yep.
I have to go.
I hate to run, but we are on a schedule, and mine says 2 p.m. is PT, 2:30 ice. Oh, let me just say this. I know you all know. I had no idea. But when they say ice, when I had to ice my eyes, I actually had to take and put ice on my eyes, right?
Well, in a pack, in an ice pack.
Yeah, but actually right there.
Yeah.
But hubby was sent home with like a cooler box, and it's about, I don't know, 10 by 10 by 12 or whatever. And you put your ice and water in that, and then you hook it up to him. He has this pad that goes over him, and it Velcros on. And I plug in the machine, and that cold water just circulates through that. It's just amazing.
Now, do you have to return that machine?
No, I'm sure no one would want to use it after us.
No, that's for her to hold on to. Yeah.
I've never heard of one of those. That must be some new fandangled thing.
I know, it was for me. For me now, okay? It's been around.
It's been around for at least, I mean, I can honestly say since 2008, 2007.
Wow.
Someone I know was sent home with one, but it was circular, and it looked like this, they said, and it was circular, and it was an ice, and it
actually, you know what's funny? I had a brain fart. I went home with one.
Where's it at?
Well, I don't have it anymore, but
where'd it go?
So many years ago, I had knee surgery. I forgot about that.
Well,
you're talking years and years and years and years ago. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to hold on to
decades, right?
It's not going to be worth holding on to, but I forgot about that.
Yeah, I had never heard of like an ice machine.
I forgot.
You gotta go.
Linda, before I go, Becky said air fry green beans.
I have an air fryer.
And we could take an Instapot with us.
I have one
of
those.
What it is, like you pressure cook them?
Yeah, I have an Instapot.
We could do both of those pieces of equipment because we're driving, and
not down the road though. Because we're driving, we're not going to use it going down the road.
Well, if you take your little generator that you recently bought.
Actually, I did. Yeah.
Solar. Well, I know. I'm coming.
You're being paid.
You're being beeped.
Hey, everyone. It is such, it's been wonderful to be back. I have missed you, each one of you. Ann and I, we have missed you. We've talked about wanting to come back and be a part of the Ann Lynn show again, and
well, just getting back to normal, right?
Back to, it's a brand new year, and I wish nothing but the very best for each one of you and your families. And I just, I just bless you in the name of the Lord. And
so we'll be here as often as we can.
Yes.
And as long as Lynn's schedule permits it, right, Lynn?
Right.
Fit it in between your schedule, and probably
that's right. Twice a day. I have two times of block, and actually, right after we do the ice at 3:00, I'm free and I can run and get some things I need. Go see our mother.
Yep.
I like to do our mom's laundry. So
take her clothes to her.
Yep. And GLenda, I love you, and I will see you soon. And I love you, Ann, and I love each one of you out there. And I'll be back soon. Oh,
okay.
Bye.
Second bell. Bye, Lynn.
Bye.
Yeah, that pager goes off. You gotta go. When you're in
She's
caregiver mode, it's like, let's go, caregiver. I need your help. Ding ding.
Yeah. Ding ding. She's gotta go.
Ding ding. That's kind of a sweet little sound instead of getting one of those little bells and giving it to him and going, just ring the bell. Actually, that was kind of sweet sounding. Just saying.
Well, I know she's just today gone busy now with that, and then trying to do everything else. And then when her son comes home from the beach at the end of the week, he'll be there to help take over.
Oh,
That'll be a big help to have him to help his daddy through his physical therapy and icing sessions and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, this week for me, I was kind of like, don't have much going on this week. I was kind of, but it picks up next week. So
shh, don't tell anybody you're relaxing this week. That's kind of my motto.
Well, yeah.
When you go on hiatus.
Yeah. Well, it's been, I know it's been just getting things fixed up.
Yeah.
Hiatus. Goodness.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been a nice break for me, but I start picking back up. Actually, today I did a little bit. So
well, I'm going to start watching that YouTube video. I'm going to try to start watching that YouTube video with my weights and do that.
I was like 15. For the massage therapy?
No, I'm okay. I don't think I need to do that.
Well, I am going back. I've been going to the gym for a while, so I'm just increasing the amount of times I'm going just because,
just because we can, huh?
I know. I have a goal. So I've been doing the sled at the gym, the one like the footballers, you put the weights on and you pull and you push.
Yes.
Your girl can do 275 pounds.
Well, I know you got strong. You're strong.
I am.
Muscles.
I know I'm fluffy, but I'm strong fluffy.
Oh, you look good. We had a great visit.
Well, thanks, but I'm really excited about the weight training. I told hubby, I said my next goal is 300 pounds. Like I'm only 15 pounds away. Just
pulling that. Just pulling or pushing. Do you push it?
Both.
Push it.
Both.
Wow.
Both. Yeah. So when you go in, you like squat and you push forward, and then when you come back, you squat and you like go backwards, and it really is all in your legs. You're holding on to the bars, but it really is. You don't want to use your upper body with this.
Yeah.
You want pure lower body. So, and I looked at a video from 8 years ago today. I had a different trainer 8 years ago, and I was leg pressing him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he got up on the machine and he goes, all right, GLenda, let's go. And I leg pressed him.
You videoed that?
Yeah, I looked at it on Facebook today, actually, the memories.
Oh, what do you remember?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I wonder if I could, this other trainer who's about your age, maybe he'll jump. I'm going to ask him, jump up there. Let me see if I can leg press you.
Wow.
No, I'm just teasing. He won't do it. I won't subject him to that, but.
Well, this year's all about 2023. I didn't make a New Year's Eve resolution because I just don't do that. I used to and never kept them. So it's like, I'm not going to do it. But it is I do hope that it will be a healthy and good year for everybody. Going to try, right? We're going to try, do your best to stay healthy and keep putting things back when you're able to.
Absolutely.
Right? And
right now it's kicked off with the dog's treats.
Well, hey, gotta take care Gotta take care of your animals and livestock,
Yep.
as you said, and put back for them too.
Yeah.
And we we are fortunate that we do have several like homestead farms that sell
Oh, yeah.
meat and vegetables in the summer. And so we have, I try to right now I've got an order in for hamburger that I hope they were just having trouble with processing.
Yeah, so
She
that's
said we
all
have
backed
the
up.
yeah, she said we have the cows, but it's just getting them into the processor. So I'm waiting to hear back from her. It's been before Christmas, so it's been a little bit now. I need to check on that. But
Yeah, you should. Yeah, that's a nationwide problem. It's not just in your area that the meat processors are backed up. It really truly is a
that's
nationwide
an
problem.
industry somebody needs to start up.
Right.
If you're looking for a new vocation, try to find out how to do that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I
But
I can't imagine it being so backed up if you got the animals ready to go.
yeah. Yep. So she said, as soon as we get them processed, I'll give you a buzz. And I'm like, okay. So, but anyhow, in the meantime, we're fine.
Yeah.
Don't need anything, just fresh vegetables, which I am going to start my aquaponics back up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I am going to do that. I have seeds. I have tons of
Good.
seeds.
Good.
And I have I have the food,
Mhm.
the A and B and
Mhm.
everything that I need. I just need to do it. And I was really successful with the lettuce, the like loose leaf lettuce. It
Mhm.
was some were green, some had a little red in them.
Yeah.
That kind of
You had it's some really good varieties.
yeah,
I
and
just got
they
my
were
things to start it back up again. So I have one that I won from Black's Tropical Homestead, Sherry.
yeah,
I
yeah,
and so that one I have bee balm in it. And I looked at it this morning. They're little plants right now. I mean, they're down in there, but you see, it's hard to see. But I
yeah.
went, yay, it won't be long. And then I have a microgreens hydroponics as well, and that's going. One of them is already ready to go, so I'll be eating those for dinner tonight.
Great.
And then I have one that I got for Christmas last year, and it's the main brand that does
Yeah.
hydroponic system.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to order the little refills, and I'm actually going to do lettuce because of what you said. Lettuce was really good in it. And I thought, I'm going to try that.
Yeah, I had really good success growing the lettuce, and we eat a lot of salads almost every day.
So I'm getting ready to start my garden. Actually tonight we're going to get. I'm getting the growing medium out to get it started.
Yeah.
Already for the 23 season. In zone 6B, it is too early to start your tomatoes and your bell peppers, but it is not too early to start Lysianthus, which
What's that?
I believe in having flowers in your garden because I like bouquets of flowers. So I do. I've made some really pretty creations.
You did. I saw some pictures. They were really pretty.
Mm-hmm. So I just go out to the garden and I make them and I give them to my neighbors who have allowed me to have chickens too. I like to be able to grow flowers for them too, as a way of saying thank you. Because it still pinch me. But so anyhow, yeah, Lysianthus is going to start in the next day or two.
Becky, sorry, I didn't say goodbye, Becky.
I don't know if she said goodbye to Aunt Lynn or not, but
maybe.
Yeah.
I can see the chat a little
bit.
bit.
I can too. Yep.
But I can't respond personally right now.
No, it's hard. It's okay. You know what? That's what, giving grace for, I heard you saying
that's what your channel's about, right? Giving people grace.
Well, also giving yourself grace too. I think that that's important. Because, we're not perfect beings and, you can be hard on yourself. Yeah. Really, the channel name came from being a caregiver, which is she is a woman of grace, even in the heat of the fire. And
that's a very hard job, and it's a job for life.
Yeah, Aunt Lynn is finding out a little bit about that right now.
Yeah.
So, that's where that stems from. And, putting yourself first and taking care of yourself. I think that's a huge thing, including the medical side of things, which is something that I've learned. And also finding things that you're passionate about. That's actually how the gardening started for me. It wasn't about a need to, like I have to put up all this food or anything like that. It really just started with, I want to do something for me to help save, and learn to can too. I needed something for me. And
everybody needs something for them.
yeah.
Like Dave, my husband, he started his channel, Dave's Gaming Cave, and he's in their like solitary board games.
Right.
I had no clue that there was such a big community of them, and there
there is
tons, yeah, and but everybody needs something, and so like in the next few years when he retires, he will still have something to do. He has interests.
Absolutely.
You have to have a hobby of some kind. You got to keep yourself occupied.
Absolutely.
I think one of the keys to having a good long life is having interests. Like
absolutely.
And your grandma, my mom, she is a reader.
Oh yeah. Right? And I hate reading.
Yeah, I'm not a reader either. I try and I make myself, but I don't even like to read instructions on how do you put something together. I don't like that either.
But now I like to write. Now that does not make sense. I am a good paper writer. Like when I was in college, really good paper writer.
Yeah.
Hate to read. It's
you
should be able to do both.
But like grandma, she reads a lot of books and she reads series of different stories and stuff. And I mean, you have to have something to keep your mind occupied,
Absolutely.
I play Candy Crush. I'm on level 10,683 or something like that.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a crazy chicken mom.
You raise chickens. Yeah. Yeah. We do our YouTube channels.
Yeah. You do have to have something for yourself, a hobby or something. I have, friends and family that do different things too. And I think that it's important. Because, especially if you're, in life grinding and moving all the time, whether you're at work all the time or you're caregiver life or you're a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home dad, we have those two. Yeah. You can lose yourself, forget who you are. And it actually burns your will to keep going. It can burn you out. Burnout I've experienced it. And it's not something I wish on people. That's why I always say put yourself first.
I think we all have experienced that, at different times, because life is really, they say, it's like a book and we're just all these chapters. And that's really true.
It is.
Because you have that stage of life, you're growing up, you're a young teenager, you're a young married person, first time mom, and then you have a host little kids. And then they're out of the house. And then you have graduations and weddings and parents passing away and relatives leaving us. One of my good gal pals, high school friends that I've been friends with for 50 years, lost her husband on New Year's Eve. And it was a sudden illness that came on just about less than 6 weeks ago. And it's so... And they only had one child, and so they were there, and the grandchildren were there, and the son-in-law were there with her. But she's facing a whole new life on her own now, and that could happen to any of us,
Oh, for sure.
It just kind of shows you how life is. Life is very fragile. We are here today, and there's no guarantee that we'll be here tomorrow. So, you want to live your best life right now.
You do. You
got to figure out what that is. And for us, faith is extremely important. Having faith in God, believing that all things do work together for good.
That's right.
And we have a responsibility to take care of ourselves, and so got to do it.
You
Right?
do. I mean, and I've come pretty close
Hello, Ronnie.
to losing. Life and death, I mean, is in the blink of an eye. It's what you do in between that counts.
I think about this once in a while. I think about all the, like, when I was a kid and all the people that were there then. You've never met, like, grandma's sisters and her brother. And so, like, my aunts and uncles and cousins and different people that now are gone,
Yeah.
and it's just how these generations overlap each other. My granddaughter, great granddaughter, rather, my great, she may or may not remember me. Depend, you know what I'm saying? Uh, she probably won't remember your grandma, even though we've got the picture to prove it. I hope so. I think grandma's going to keep till 100 at least, but um, there's no guarantee. So just take care of yourselves today. Nip it in the bud. If you got a little, something going on, please take care of it. I've known too many people that let things go and it didn't turn out so well for them. And they're not here today. So please just take care of yourselves. Okay?
Absolutely.
And I want to say again, hello to Ronnie. Hello, Ronnie. So glad you're here today. We're so happy to have everyone here. Cheryl and Becky. Hendricks Farm was here. Blacks was here.
I have a question for you.
Yeah. Okay.
What was your favorite part of the trip? You came home. What was your favorite part?
Probably meeting the baby.
Meeting the baby.
Because my grandson you were like, now, Mom, he's very protective of her. And I'm
he is.
Which is great. And I said, when he comes in with that little girl, I'm going to go, give me the baby. Give me the baby. And I did. And he just like, here, Grandma, here's he obeyed his grandmother. He gave me the baby.
I don't think that ever was an issue, but it's the cutest thing to watch how protective he is. And Mama is too. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a sweetie. So yeah. So that of course was probably my favorite.
Okay.
But no, it was a wonderful visit. I wished it could have been longer. We got to see Dave's kids all at once, which most of them.
Yeah.
And there was 2 others lurking out there, but one in Texas and one in Colorado Springs that I didn't see. I didn't see one of the grandson, and
oh yeah, because of the weather.
I didn't see them. Didn't see my other granddaughter. So there was a couple that I didn't get to see, which I was very disappointed. But the weather was well, when we left here, of course we left like at 5 a.m, something like that. By the time we got to where we went to Dave's brother's house first, which is north of you, about 100 miles north of you. We stopped there first night and got to visit with them, which was wonderful. We hadn't seen them in, gosh, I want to say probably 3 or 4 years ago, because they've had several trips to come see us and had to cancel due to illness and stuff. And so it had been a while. So it was great to catch up with them. And then we came down the next day. And I just totally lost my train of thought.
Well, you got ahead
went out
of
the door.
You got ahead of the storm.
Oh, we got ahead of the storm
because there was a storm.
When we got to their house, when we got to their house, we'd been there about an hour, and then the snow came, and it snowed, but it was not enough to prevent us coming down.
Right. Well, the snow wasn't an issue. The problem was in my area. I don't know about in his area or not, but we had all this rain that had come through first, and then a lot of rain, and then.
And it created that ice.
It created the ice because the temperature dropped. Like we were -25 wind chill, was
Yeah.
the most that I saw. And so that dropped, and then we got the snow on top.
Yeah. So, I mean, really, once we
Mhm.
got to your house, it was, it was okay the next day, because
Right.
we all got out and we went places and yeah, it
Right.
was fine. It was fine.
Right.
And
But
then
the day that the my two of mine were coming in to see you, one was actually on the road,
yeah.
and they had like a really long haul in, and they got what would normally be about 15 minutes from their house, and like that was like 45 minutes is what it ended up taking. And one of them had I trust on the road like big time, and I was hearing
We're
it shut
turning
down.
around.
Yeah, and well, actually, and they shut some of the roads down too.
Yes, they did.
So
The
it
the
was
hot major
pretty bad.
highways.
And I'm like, just turn yourself around. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Go
I
ahead
just
and
want to
go
know
back
you're
home.
okay. I want to know don't even bother coming
That
the rest
happens,
of the
yeah, to
way.
2 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, both of mine,
Both
but
your
one
other
of them
kids.
actually was on the road, and it was like, please turn yourself around. I'd rather you be
Yeah.
safe.
So, yeah,
This
that
isn't worth
storm
it.
yeah, that storm that hit at Christmas was something. And then when we came home, there was snow here. When we left, there was no
Yeah.
snow. When we came home, there was, I'd say, a couple inches, and our neighbor kinda shoveled the sidewalk a little bit. It was so nice. It was so nice. And,
Wow.
so, yeah, but then the next day, it was like it all melted. Today, it's like 53.
I have family also in
What's your
upstate New York.
temperature there?
I don't know. I'll have to look.
It's 53.
I don't know what it is here, but I have family in upstate New York as well, and they got 6 feet of snow.
Yeah, they
It
were the ones caught in that big snow.
Yeah, I mean, it was
In
pretty
fact,
bad. There
he
was
was they
snow
was yeah, for
all the
how
way
many
up to the top of the garage.
for,
Like,
like, 5 days,
yeah,
wasn't it was
yeah,
your father-in-law, he was, like, stuck in the house for, like, 5 days.
yeah, yeah, and he
Now
had
to
company from out of state too, so they were all partying. No, they weren't partying, I'm just being silly, but
Well,
I know that he was, getting some good food because my sister-in-law was in town, and let me tell you, I have this sister-in-law that cooks some Southern food.
oh, yeah, because she's from the South.
She is. Greens and,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, when she comes and visits me, I'm like, "My kitchen's your kitchen. Knock yourself
So
loose. What could I can be your sous chef."
oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
tomorrow, it's gonna be 61 here and rain, but 61. Then Thursday, snow showers,
Mm.
and
Yeah,
Friday,
I don't know what
but I
mine
don't think
is.
it's gonna do much of anything.
Mm.
But yeah, the weather this year, well, this last well, the year's just started, but this winter has been kind of funky. It's been all over the place. So
Yeah, we had snow before, think or,
before
before
us, before
yeah.
us, and
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
unusual. Yeah,
it was crazy,
I know, crazy, crazy,
It's crazy,
crazy,
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Glenda, I think it's time that we should say
Alright.
goodbye and wrap up our little visit today.
Sounds great. I'm so glad that you're back on YouTube.
Me
Of course,
too.
you've been on my channel, so you haven't taken a total hiatus.
No, not
You
total.
just kinda, like, because it was kind of dropped at you, like, "Hey, you wanna do it?" "Sure!" And I'm like, "Thank you, because I need to guest."
Yeah.
So
So,
but I'm glad
Glenda,
we're
I'm
back
gonna
on your channel.
yes. So I'm gonna say goodbye to you.
Bye. Many
Okay,
blessings to
sweetie.
everybody. Happy New Year, everyone. Make
And
sure you give somebody a hug.
yes, and please check out her channel, Grace and Fire.
Yes.
There's a lot of good content over there too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Well, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, sweetie. Bye
Bye.
bye. Well, you know what? This has been a wonderful visit with you guys. It's been a while, hasn't it? Let me do something here. I am left hand mousing it, you guys. Am I doing okay? Let's see. I was going to play a little music as I go. Here. It's nap time. that is kind of, woo. That's a little bit much. How about, I like this. I like it. That is called Philly Crew, and that is YouTube music. So Lynn and I will try to be here once a week. Don't know what day right now. Don't know what time right now. But it'll be during the day. And we will try to get some kind of a schedule going. As soon as we all get fixed up, we'll be really going at it. So I am going to say, what? Lynn wants to come back. She's back. You're back.
I am. He's icing.
So you got a minute. Well, good. You can say goodbye. You like that music?
Yeah. Is GLenda gone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, I get to say goodbye to you. So, did you notice my mouth?
No.
Okay.
What about it?
I didn't do it. I really watched it.
Oh, okay.
I did this mainly.
Okay. Well, we're live.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Yo, I have a problem with my mouth.
Well, it's going to be better now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more round of Philly Crew.
We're still live.
And we'll be back.
Oh, we will. I'm back.
Don't know when.
Hubby is icing.
Okay, but what I was saying is I don't know what our schedule will be.
No, we don't know it yet, but we will know it.
Well, so just stay tuned. Make sure you have the notification bell on, and then you won't.
Yeah.
And then you won't miss us.
Ronnie, I'm sorry I wasn't here. He was doing his physical training. And
Physical therapy.
Yeah, physical therapy, right.
Therapy on his first.
Therapy. We're doing
For his
therapy.
hip replacement. Yep.
Right.
For his hip.
And
Right.
I hate to tell y'all, but yeah, Ann has noticed that I kind of have a tick. So I'm working on it. I'm getting old. As older you get sometimes, you develop a tick. Our father did.
Well.
So, see?
You're doing good.
I'm chilling.
That's what we all got to do. We got to chill.
I like that
Have
music.
some fun. Yeah, I like that too. That used to be one of our intros.
I know. I like that. It's like smooth.
It's cool.
It's smooth, baby. Smooth.
That's
You know what?
YouTube.
You know what I've done? I've watched, Who We Lost in 2022,
The
right?
stars, yeah.
And we've lost some really cool singers. And because that reminded me of jazz, we've lost some really, some really cool people.
Yeah. And
I pray for their families for comfort, and because it's really hard, difficult.
Well, it's that time.
You think
I've
so?
been saying goodbye for like 10 minutes, so it's really time to go. We love y'all, and we'll see you here next time on the Ann Lynn Show.
Tick free.
And I will hopefully next week I'll get this off. So
Bye, everyone. We love you.
bye-bye.